Now, Buddhas are not stuck or blocked in on just a physical emanation or just one way of emanating to benefit beings, because they have an enlightened mind based on altruism and they have skillful means. That skillful mean can manifest in body, sound, sight. So therefore, when the 3 countless aeons of a virtue of a Buddha manifest in sound, it is called mantras. Mantras are the sound emanation of a Buddha's 3 aeons of ethical conduct, virtue, practices, asceticism. Can you imagine that? So every time you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Arabasa Nadi, Om Benzapani Hum, Om Tari Tu Tari Tori Soha, Mingme Teve Tejin Chenenzik, Remake Ombo Jambeyang, Dufo Mayu Jomse Sameda, Anchin Kebe Jujin Zongava, Losan Travi Shabla so on them. Teata Bekansi Bekansi Maha Bekansi Bekansi Ransa Samakati Soha. Teata Kate Kate Para Sangati Poti Yesoha. When you Maya Chatsa Soha, when you recite that mantra, you are using the power of your speech, and through that gateway to invoke upon the Buddha's 3 aeons of countless practice, virtues, and merit to go into you. Now, mantras are words of power. Why are they power? Power for what? Power to transform our delusions. Power to transform our unhappiness. Power to transform our hatred, our impatience. Power to transform everything in our mind that makes us unhappy and negative and evil and rotten people. And to find the real us, kind, compassionate, altruistic people. So when we recite mantra, it is to counter delusions based on the sound coming from the power of 3 aeons of practice of the Buddha. Does everybody understand that? That is one way that it helps us. Second way is mantras can be used for developing very powerful concentration and awareness meditation. Everything in life, how much suffering we create for others and ourselves, is dependent on awareness. Even in the animal kingdom. Now listen up. Even in the animal kingdom, how alert an animal is means his survival. So an animal that's gets eaten up. No and if and buts, no second chance. They get eaten up. Some bird sitting in a tree, they get caught by a bigger bird, eaten. Very simple. A stupid snake hanging out bathing in the sun because he feels a little cold, gets eaten up by a big bird. Stupid animals get eaten. Stupid people don't make it. Stupid ghosts don't get any offerings. And stupidity means what? Stupidity is just an evil word that we use because it's fun, but it actually means lack of awareness. Not being aware. Not being aware of what's going on, what's happening around you, in front, nothing. You're always like in your own little planet. And your own little planet is very small. So lack of awareness. So awareness is the key to survival. Awareness is the key to good survival. Awareness is the key to success. Awareness is the key to knowledge. Awareness is the key to happiness. Awareness is the key of Buddhism. Why? When we are aware of things that happen and our level of awareness grows, we are extremely sensitive people. We are extremely alert people. And we are people that can use this alertness and awareness in normal life to succeed in life, and in spiritual life to advance in practice. When we're not alert and we're not aware, in ordinary life we lose. In spiritual life, we can't gain any farther. Why? It all develops from the mind. Awareness and alertness. So therefore, mantras, in the southern tradition of Buddhism, they use the breath. They do breath meditations where they sit with a 7-point vital chana posture. Right and left with the thumbs holding. Rested at our lap. The feet, the legs are either in full lotus or half lotus. The back is straight, uplifted. Our spine is straight. Our eyes look forward, not up, not down. straightforward, if possible, in Zahir's case, on the nose tip. He doesn't concentrate on the tip, just the center, because if the tip is a little too far. And then the tongue up on the roof of the mouth. And we meditate on the breath. We block out everything, and trust me, it is not easy to meditate on a breath in and out, in and out. How long you can meditate and hold the breath, how long is how your awareness will grow. Because at a certain point in your meditation, you will hear sounds you didn't hear before. You will smell things you didn't smell before. And without your eyes, you can feel the presence of people around you. You can hear the presence around you. And as your meditation advances, your mind calms, your awareness grows. You're able to see ethereal beings. You're able to see higher level beings. You can see spiritual beings. You can even have visions. And then when you go deeper and deeper and deeper, what happens is this: you're able to gain very good memory into things such as very far back into your childhood. You can have perfect memory into things such as when you were even born and what you were thinking inside your mother's stomach. And then when you go back in your memory, you can even remember your previous lives, your previous lives, your previous lives. That type of awareness will grow. Oh, definitely. And then higher forms of awareness meditation will create clairvoyance. You have clairaudience, vision. You can see things that people cannot see, hear things that people cannot hear. And you'll know people's thoughts. You have clairvoyance. It all rises from awareness. So if we do the southern tradition, it's a little slower because it's upon the breath. If we do the northern tradition, which the aim is the same, awareness is very faster. So we use mantras. Now, when we use mantras, we are doing a double-fold benefit to ourselves. We are invoking the 3 aeons of a Buddha into us, the blessings. 1. 2, we, instead of focusing on the breath, we focus on the mantra. For example, during meditation, we focus on Avalokiteshvara's mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. You keep the sound at a still where you can hear it, people outside cannot. You keep it regular, you keep it well, and in your heart you visualize a hung around on the moon disk. Around that is Om Mani Padme Hum, circumambient, going around with 6 different colors, representing the 6 different realms of samsara in which you wish to conquer and empty out. And brilliant lights going out into the 6 realms and eliminating the sufferings of others. So I recite that mantra very methodically, Om Mani Padme Hum. And you focus your mind not on what you're going to eat. You're hungry, you're tired, your legs hurt. You don't focus on the weather, you don't focus on mosquitoes, you don't focus on anything. You focus on the mantra. And how long you can focus on that mantra is how strong your meditation of awareness is. And when you keep that meditation strong and aware, not only are you able to remember previous lives, your memory becomes excellent, your mind becomes firm and strong, and you're able to endure hardship. Also simultaneously, because it's invoking on the blessings of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, your meditation will be doubled. Faster and quicker. Why? Simultaneously to the breath, you are not meditating on the empty breath that has no substance. You're meditating on Avalokiteshvara, who is enlightened being. Therefore, meditation on that creates merit, which propels your meditation into higher levels. Propels. Why? It is on the basis of merit one gains enlightenment and the purification of negative karma and higher thoughts, higher realizations. So when you do the mantras, it propels your mind into a higher state of awareness and it creates great amount of merit. And a third benefit is if it's a mantra, example of Tara, of Setra, of Zambala, whatever the deities represent, you are invoking on that particular aspect of enlightenment. So if you are invoking on white Tara, healing comes. Strong body, strong mind, strong nervous system, strong bones, strong circulatory, strong internal organs, strong muscles, everything's strong because white Tara's energy is to heal your body, free it of causes for it to become sick and unhappy so that you can use your body to benefit others. And therefore the result of this mantra on a side is your body will become lustrous, clean, bright, energetic, and extremely attractive to others to bring them to the Dharma. So if you do Zambala's meditation, Zambala's mantra, Zambala Zalandraya Soha, you do it in front of Zambala's image with offerings prepared, and you've done the Jorcho, the 6 preparatory practices of meditation. Jorcho, 6 meditations, 6 preparatory practices. Sit in front of Lama Zambala and you do meditations, Zambala Zalandraya Soha, on awareness and invoking his energy. You will destroy the causes for you to have poverty. You will destroy the causes for you not to be successful in business and earning money or whatever you like. You will be very successful in earning wealth. You'll be very successful in gaining wealth to benefit others. And you will also destroy the causes for you to be born in places where it's very poor or no opportunities in future lives. From Lama Zambala's practice. So whatever mantra you do, you tap into 3 aeons of Buddha's energy and Buddha's merit and ethics. So you gain the imprints to also achieve that. B, you create awareness. You use that as a meditation to create awareness to gain the higher insights within your own mind. C, the mantras also will help you to invoke upon the particular energy of that particular deity, that particular representation of enlightenment, to gain the particular power or benefit you need from that particular deity. And one more benefit is that because the mantras invoke upon Buddhas, they can be used for healing, they can be used for blessing animals, they can be used for blessing the sick and blessing the dead and helping people to clear the environment. Example, if you do Satrap's mantra well and you achieve Satrap, achieve means become very close by altruism. Achieve Satrap means what? That your mind is very altruistic in perpetuating Satrap, that your mind is not about me, it's about benefiting others. So when you think about benefiting others and you do Satrap's mantra, you have achieved Satrap. So when you achieve Satrap and you go to a room that's defiled, that's unclean, that's dirty, that's filled with disasters, or many people has been killed, or you go near a person that's needs to be exorcised, or taking trance of something evil, or the body is been hexed. Maya, and you think about altruistic and about benefiting people from that suffering so that they don't do more negative things to create more negative sufferings. And you recite and you evoke upon Satrap's energy. Will clear the room. Why? When you blow the mantra, it's as if you're blowing millions and millions of Satraps into that environment. Why? By the power of your meditation, joined with Satrap's energy, combined with your altruistic mind. Then when you do White Tower's mantra very well and evoke about White Tower, if you work in a hospital, in healing places, as a doctor, as a nurse, oh, it's beautiful. Why? People are very sick on their medicines, for your parents, for your animals. It really expedites their healing. Very, very, very much. Very, very, very much. And then, if you've achieved Zambala, if you give people Zambala images and they worship and they practice and do it correctly, their wealth will grow. If you achieve Manjushri, you do Manjushri practices and you do it well, Lama Tsongkhapa Manjushri, you know what happens? When you speak about Dharma, when you speak about the truth, when you speak about things that benefit people, when you speak about change, their minds will turn. Why? You have achieved Manjushri. So you have skillful means in order to bring them to Dharma. So like that, mantras are words of power on a very basic level to heal and take care of immediate problems, spirits, demons, sickness, unhappiness. And on the next level, it creates awareness. It makes your mind focused. Why? You're using the breath in mantra. And mantras can be used to control natural calamities. Mantras can be used to control the weather. Oh, there are many holy lamas I've seen with my own eyes who will blow the Yamataka mantra into the air. Within a few minutes, you'll see rain disperse. In places where there's no rain and they need it really badly, they'll blow Yamataka mantras in the air. Within a half hour, you'll see a downpour like it hasn't downpoured in weeks. I've seen it with my own eyes, not once or not twice. It can't be coincidence. I've seen it. I'm not telling you something I read from 1500 years ago. I've seen it in my own backyard with high lamas. Trust me, I've been out there blowing till I was blue, nothing happens. But these high lamas, well, they can control the weather. I've seen it. No rituals, nothing. Definitely. You can heal people's lesions and problems and sickness by mantras. You can clear and exercise them by mantras. But you have to achieve it. Achieve means what? Altruistic thought, concentration on the particular yidam, and devotion to the yidam, and the wish to benefit others. That is most important for mantra practice. And then you have the secret level mantras that without initiation you cannot do. Why? Because those mantras move the inside. So those mantras are secret. Let me explain why. One of the reasons is because with those mantras, it isn't simply to recite. Those mantras are conjoined with a movement of the wind inside your body and joining the winds into the central channels of your body, where from the 72,000 cyclic channels, it combines into the three main channels. That combines as the central channel where your mind resides. And with those mantra and that meditation, you can control your rebirth. You can control when you die, when you go, how long you stay, and you can control where you go. One of those mantras is Vajrayogini's mantra. So they are not to be recited by the uninitiated. Why? Why? Because they are combined with the meditation. And that meditation must be given to qualified people who have already finished their preliminary retreats and preliminary practices. And certain mantras that are general, they have meditations, but they're not dangerous, meaning wind meditations. Because you know, Chinese have this word Tao Feng, wind off. Tibetans also have that. It means the wind literally goes off. So the higher forms of meditation, you need a guru, you need a guide. So if you have not developed a relationship with your guru from beginning to end, it's very hard just to show up. Example, hundreds of people just show up for initiation and then they're gone. They don't develop a relationship with their guru beforehand. They don't develop a relationship with their guru afterhand. They just show up during initiation, disappear. So when they do practices, nothing happens. No one can guide them, no one can teach them, no one can do anything. We need to develop a relationship with our guru from the beginning to end. And if we have a guru that's skillful, that has love, and that has ways to purify our karma, we follow the guru without complaining. We listen to the guru without complaining. And whatever exercises he gives us to transform our mind, we take it happily without complaining. The minute we're rude, we shout, we say vulgar things, we show bad actions to our guru. It reflects us. Why? Our guru in our mind should be a reflection of the highest point of enlightenment, of what we want to achieve. If we're disrespectful to our guru, that's the whole basis. We're disrespectful to ourselves and what we can achieve. So people who are very rude to their guru are very vulgar and very impatient and demand and complain and bitch about their guru. You look at their state of their life. You look at where they are in their life. You look at their body. You look at their speech. You look at their mind. You look at what they do with themselves. Why? If they respect their guru, in this case, because there are many ways to test a person out, it isn't just by Buddhism. In some cases, it's how they respect their parents. In some cases, how they respect their husband and wives, or their lovers, or their friends. There are different meter sticks. But in our case, people who claim that they have gurus and stuff, how they respect their gurus is how they respect their state of enlightenment and what they want to achieve. If they're flippant about it, they're flippant about what they want to achieve. If they're rude about it, they're not sincere. But how they act reflects their state of mind. It's very clear. You have to think about that. So gurus are very compassionate. If they are real gurus, they're very kind to people who are mean. They're very kind to people who are rude. They're very kind to people who scream vulgar things and say negative things about them. Why? For them, it doesn't disturb them. They look at them with compassion, think, I need to help this person more. So gurus will always keep weird, strange, flippant, rude, and nasty people around them. Why? Nobody else will keep them. Nobody else will have them. Nobody else will listen to them. Nobody else will ever help them. So a practice of compassion is not having nice people around you. A practice of compassion is having nasty people around you and to show love and show response to them, no matter what they say and how they complain. Mantras can help us in that. The practice of Om Mani Padme Hum and meditation of Avalokiteshvara and the 8 verses of transforming our mind can be very great in taking care of other people who need help. So mantras work on very different levels. Secret mantras such as Hiruka, Yamataka, Guhya Samaja, Kala Chakra. Those are very sacred. And they can't just be spoken out. Why? Because they're combined with meditation. And the meditation development of that and the recitation of that and the result of that is dependent on holding the vows. The Bodhisattva and the Tantric vows. So when we hold our Bodhisattva vows and Tantric vows well, conjoined with meditation, combined with mantra, things move. Things move. So a teacher who is skillful will not put his students in meditation, will not put his students in Tantra or initiation, and they will step them up in the preliminary practices. They scold the student. Scold and scold and scold and scold until the scolding doesn't disturb the student anymore. Why? If he or she cannot take scolding from a guru, he cannot take scolding from the whole planet. So this person will always be fighting and violent. So guru is very kind because he puts himself in the firing line of people who have a lot of negative emotions. Lots of negative emotions. That's the purpose of guru. The guru puts himself in your firing line. So what happens is that When we do mantras correctly, conjoined with meditation, combined with vows, the result is great. Until that point, the Guru will skillfully lead you by practice, by meditation, by reading, by study, by training. And if you're lucky to be near a Guru for a few years, to be personally trained by a Guru, you're very, very fortunate. Why? It takes many lifetimes and many prayers to even see a Buddha image, to have reverence for it, and to know its significance, to hear about it. Imagine how much more merit you need to be near a Buddha, a living Buddha, or a being who teaches you Buddhism. For you, that's your living Buddha. So to be near a statue takes so much merit, but the statue can't speak to you. To be near a Guru who can speak the Dharma to you, that's even better than a statue. To disrespect this person, or to talk negatively about this person, to act in an ungracious way to this person, no matter what training you've gotten, reflects your state of mind and your ulterior motive. So then good results cannot come. So lower states, the Guru will guide you until the point of initiation. And when you receive initiation, you practice intensely, the results will be there. Why? Holding the vows, combined with meditation and mantra, will make your attainments grow and your delusions purified. So mantras are very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. That's why we devote ourselves to a Guru. That's why we have respect for a Guru. That's why we support a Guru's work. That's why we help a Guru. Why? So that he may do this for us and many others. Why other reason will we do that? Why other reason? So Guru is very skillful in guiding us to the higher meditation practices. If we stick by, if we're compliant, if we're pliant, and we're agreeable, and we let him help us instead of making terms and conditions and times and this way and that way, then you limit his ability to help you. Why? Then you cut it. It's like if we find a new girlfriend, we'll make our time available 24/7 whenever she wants. But if it's somebody we don't like, oh, I'm busy on this day, we're busy on that day, I can't this, I can't that. We have a lot of rules. Similarly, if we treat our Guru like our new lover, we're very compliant, and therefore our attainments will grow and our knowledge will grow. If we're uncompliant toward our Guru and we make a lot of conditions, then our attainments don't grow. Why? Then you limit the possibility of getting that knowledge. So if you like Buddha statues, better is to have a Guru. So the power of mantra is very, very powerful. The power of mantra is based on the meditation that you do. Depending on the environment and situation. I mean, if you're with your parents and they think you're a religious fanatic, you join the cult, you don't sit there go money, 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 home. You don't do that. Okay? And if you're driving, you don't go into shamatha meditation. You don't do that. So depend on situation, but generally mantra should be recited at the tone where just yourself can hear it and the neighbor cannot. At that tone. And if it's not convenient, silently. But by hook or crook, your mouth must move. You can't sit there and go, Then you must not do anything. I'm doing mantras, what? You can't. You have to at least move your mouth. Very important. Because when you move the mouth to the sound of the mantra is the energy, the essence, the attainments, and the power of that deity in sound form. So you're enunciating all the qualities of the deity. And there is a type of mantra. There are levels that you can do the mantra silently, which means yide. Yide is mind mantra, meaning you have reached a stage where you don't have to move your mouth. You can actually recite the mantra in your mind. That's quite a high stage. People can, in Vajrayana mantra, it's possible.